Gang, gang, gang. Gang, gang. What's up with y'all, man? Look, so we getting the day started. We are going to drop off some, we're dropping off 2 CVS orders. And I mean, y'all don't want to see that though. So after I drop off these CVS orders from Rody that are paying $13, we have 2 opportunities that I'll tell you about in a second, okay? Hey, y'all, so we just dropped off the CVS order. We are headed to Mayodin, North Carolina, which is like 25 minutes away. And we have a Go Share order. Man, we picking up some pine straw. I hate picking up pine straw. It's a $45 order. We got to pick up 20 bales of this thing. Hold up, that's another order. We're not gonna take that one. Then we have a freight order in Burlington for, I think it's $35, and it's only like 3 miles away. So we're gonna go and do the Mayodin order. I don't have to pick up the freight order until almost 1 o'clock. It's like 10 o'clock now. So we're gonna run and do the Mayodin order, then we're gonna go home and get the van first, then do the, anyway, man, y'all ride with me. All right, y'all, I had to come home and get my leaf blower because I'm going to pick up some pine straw. Whoever I'm picking this up for, I'm gonna blow all this pine straw back in their yard, okay? Because I hate it in my van. Now look, y'all, look at all these colors I got on right now, y'all. I'm looking crazy. Okay, y'all, hold up, y'all. Let me get set up. Look at all these colors I got on. Look at all the, first of all, look. Don't nothing I got on match right now. I say, ooh yeah. I say, ooh yeah. All right, y'all, I'm here at Lowe's at the pickup. Have to pick up 20 of these things. So what happens is you go inside, you gotta check in, and then they'll send somebody out to meet you and help you get loaded up. I'm gonna show y'all how crazy this pine straw leaves my van looking, all right? Y'all, I got a confession to make. I have not washed my van in probably at least about 3 months, cuz. Maybe longer than that. She still look all right, though. I just let God wash her. Hey. I didn't know that was that. Yeah, girl, you working too hard. All right, y'all see it? Hey everywhere, y'all. All right, y'all, we are headed to the drop-off. It's 13 minutes away. Then we have to drive to Burlington. I'm so far from Burlington right now. It is what it is, though. Cause we need that. We need that. You know, it's been slow out here. Let me tell y'all too, man. I was so upset this morning. I missed so many opportunities, y'all. So I had one roadie gig that was $70. I don't even know if I could have took it. It was it said that you needed a trailer. And it's from this company called Tractor Supply. Sometimes when Tractor Supply says you need a trailer, sometimes you don't. It's literally 50-50 though. You know, sometimes it'll be, you know, a huge dog kennel that literally can't fit in your cargo van. Sometimes it will be a bunch of dog food that can fit in your van easily. So if it says a trailer is needed, a lot of times I'll still apply for it. And then I'll wait until the store opens. I'll call the store and figure out what it is, right? Well, this time, I'm walking around in the house and it said I needed to start the gig by 7:52. I wasn't paying attention. Bow! They took me off the gig for inactivity. Then, I saw another gig at Tractor Supply for like $66. I tried to get that one. I didn't get selected. And then there was a freight order for $162 in Mocksville. Mocksville is like an hour away from me. I'd have drove an hour for $162. But my fingers weren't quite fast enough. So stuff is picking up a little bit. It's still not what I'm used to seeing, but we definitely missed a few opportunities today. So y'all, I'm at I don't know why they need pine straw at the landfill, but that's where I am right now. All right, guys, we found out where it goes. It goes in here. I might have been able to get my van under here. It's on a little bit of a hill. I did not want to chance it and tear my van up. So we're gonna stack them and get up out of here. All right, y'all, look at all this in my van right now. This is why we bought the blower. Y'all, I'm like 50 minutes away from my next drop. Golly. But the only thing is, even though it's 50 minutes, the drop off is only 3 miles away from the pickup. So hopefully it evens out. Here we go. And y'all see I got it clean. Got it clean. Now this dude's definitely about to make me late. So I'm at the daggone drop off. And I'm at a hospital, which is the worst. And when you're trying to do a gig app and you get to a hospital, man, you realize immediately that this is an L. Then compound on top of that, it has instructions for me to call somebody when I get here. This joke ain't even here, man. I'm tell you what, this guy has about 3 minutes before I just leave his ish. Before I just leave this mug in this area and call it a day, man. Like, yeah, that's this is part of the frustrations of like when you're doing gig apps, man. It's like, come on, bro, you ordering stuff you're not even here, and then it's like, oh no man, just sit tight for a second, we'll be there, and woo. Man, this ish finna get dropped. Y'all, real quick. Y'all know I'm still a relatively new YouTuber. Terrible editing job by me. Okay, so let me fill in some of the parts that I left out, okay? So I had that delivery at the hospital. It was like 300 pounds of some panel. But it wasn't like the super heavy panel. It was like kind of flexible. So they just had them all banded together. So the guys finally got there and they helped me unload. Now, the part that I forgot to mention in the video is I got 2 GoShare orders to pick up a pallet of dog food. Actually, it was 2 pallets. One of the pallets was supposed to go from Burlington to Winston-Salem. One of the pallets was supposed to go from Burlington to High Point. Now, I don't know why GoShare thought I couldn't fit both of them in my van. So they were trying to tell me to drop one off and then drive back to Burlington, go get the other one. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. But both of these are supposed to have a helper on there, okay? Now that should catch you up on all the stuff I forgot to mention in the video, all right? All right, y'all, we have 2 slats, whatever. We got 2 of them. Now they originally wanted me to drive back to Burlington to pick up this other order. Man, we got both of these loaded up. Got both of them loaded up. We're headed to the first drop off. First drop off is 50 minutes away in Winston. The second one is at High Point, which is closer to my house. And then we're gonna be done for the day, big dog. So I see y'all at the drop off. Oh, I gotta tell y'all some mess too. Y'all know GoShare. Yeah, y'all know GoShare always on some foolishness. Now I appreciate them for giving me these orders today, but boy, they did my dog dirty on one of these orders. So I'm gonna talk to y'all in a second. All right, y'all, we at the store. What's the name of the store? It's Natural Dog. We at Natural Dog in Winston-Salem. Let y'all look at this like upper echelon dog care right here. You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all, so we're gonna pull the van around back, drop this order off on this first one, then we're gonna talk about GoShare in a minute. Y'all gotta wait. Y'all gotta watch the whole video for that.
It's only 17 items.
Say what up to D Hall. Show on the back of the shirt now. D Hall Courier. It's my boy right here, y'all. Hey, y'all, before I go and drop this order off, I think I'm gonna get something to eat. It's like 2 o'clock. I haven't eaten anything yet. I'm kind of conflicted on this because GoShare is paying really, really well on these projects, okay? This one pallet that I just picked up and dropped off paid $146 for me to drive it basically, you know, about 40 miles, 35 miles, something like that. So on the gig app, that's pretty good. Let me tell y'all what I didn't like that GoShare did, okay? So remember, y'all, I have 2 different orders, all right? So I still have one in here. Let me show y'all. All right, so both of these gigs were supposed to have a helper, right? Now, to be honest, they probably didn't need a helper, right? All right, this is the second one. All right. So they have a new contract with this pet store, and the opportunities have been good, okay? But I'm trying to find some. Okay, here we go. The opportunities have been good. They always put a helper on this gig, and a lot of times they realize that they don't need a helper. Now, I didn't get done dirty on this one, but I don't appreciate how they kind of did this one. Okay, so my boy D Hall, so he was the helper on both of these gigs. So one gig was going to Winston-Salem, one gig was going to High Point, right? He's sitting in front of the store waiting on me to get there because I'm completing that gig where the guy wasn't there yet, right? And they randomly remove him from one of the gigs. They remove him from the High Point gig. And they didn't even tell him. It was just he was looking at his phone and he realizes that one of the gigs wasn't there anymore. So he calls them. Well, he sends them a message. And the message that they sent him, they told him that they couldn't find a main driver. And I'm talking about, he's sending me screenshots of this conversation. He's like, hey, they said they couldn't find a main driver, so they canceled it. And I'm like, I'm the main driver. Why would they cancel the order, right? So I contact customer service and I'm like, hey man, what's going on? Like, my boy just said y'all canceled this order because y'all couldn't find a main driver. What GoShare tells me is that the customer decided they didn't want to pay for a helper on one of the gigs. So they just removed him from one of the gigs, and you're still the driver on both of them. Now, I have a few problems with that. Number one, once again, I don't feel like these projects need a helper. But if GoShare felt like they needed a helper, why would you remove the helper and then just dog the main driver? Like, if you felt like it was heavy enough to where it needed a helper, don't take the helper off and make the main driver do all of the work. Y'all get what I'm saying? Like, let's say if I was delivering 100 boxes or something and it needed a helper, and then for whatever reason you removed the helper, so now that one person has to unload all of that. That's not fair, right? But my biggest problem with it is that they lied to my boy, regardless of why it really got canceled, because I don't even know if they told me the truth, right? But the fact that they lied and said that they didn't have a main driver, and then me as the main driver, when I contact them, they say, no, the customer just didn't want to pay for a helper. I'm like, man, they kind of played my boy, man, you know? Cause now here it is, between the 20 minutes he was waiting on me to get there, for us to get loaded, the 38-minute drive over here, that wasn't worth his time, what he got paid as a helper. Now y'all also have to remember, GoShare pays helpers way different than the main driver. Way different. Like the main driver, and this is just the difference on having a cargo van, right? The bad part, the order could have, D-Haul has a pickup truck. The order one of those orders could have fit in his pickup truck. 100% could have fit. But now, since he doesn't have a cargo van, what happens is they list, I don't think he's eligible to be the main driver, right? So on that one order where I get paid $145, he only got paid like $45 or $50, and it took him 2 hours to do it. I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, so I don't know if that was worth it. He probably could have been doing something else, right? So I don't know, man. That just made me feel some type of way, because I've been on the other end of GoShare doing something kind of shiesty, and I don't know, man. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. You know, they didn't do me dirty, but I feel like they did my boy kind of dirty on that one. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section, man. Like, am I overthinking it? Because, and they didn't cancel the part that I didn't like, y'all. They canceled the order while he was sitting in front of the store. He was already there. I wasn't there yet. I mean, they canceled while my boy was sitting there. And then when I let them know, they're like, hey, I'm the main driver, what's going on? They said they were gonna reach out to him and clear things up, because there must have been like a misunderstanding. They said they were gonna reach out to him. They ain't reach out to my boy, man. I just don't think that they ever plan on two drivers like knowing each other. Like, we know each other. So we figured out that their stories didn't match really quick. Anyway, y'all, we're at the final drop off. And yeah, thank y'all for riding with me today. Now, we have a early morning gig in Virginia. So, Virginia at 7 a.m. Gotta leave at 5 to get there on time. So, we see y'all in the morning. Hit that like button and sub, all right? Man, listen, I had to come back. Y'all, these orders are paying crazy amounts. Like, this second gig I just did paid $172. Wow. So, see, this the part where it's like GoShare makes you so mad, but then y'all, that's $300. Like, of local work, you know? Those are good orders, man. I still don't like how they did my boy, but these are some great paying orders. All right, I'll see y'all in the morning, man.